Hello, everybody.
Bonjour.
How are we?
There we go.
I'm Tom,
I'm Joe.
And I'm Julie.
and we are part of 4J Studios. And today we want to give you a little tour of our
Oh, beans.
of our new World Pack seasons in the city.
This is the new pack we've been working on that has been released on the marketplace. And it features loads of mini games that you can play around in, and we are going to show off a couple of those today.
Yes, we are. You can pick it up on the marketplace right now. It's priced at 990 coins. That price varies from country to country, but that should be roughly around the price that you pay for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get started. This is where we start. We are on the 4J yacht with a few friends. Hello, friends.
Neat. Cool.
See them dance. Dance for us. So as you can see, this is our little trophy room here, and each of these trophies represents a mini game that we can play.
So, and as you can see, all these trophies are currently greyed out. They're ghosts of trophies, and which kind of hints that maybe you need to go play the mini games and win them to see something happen.
Yeah, yeah.
So what we're going to do is Tom is going to wander around and try and find a mini game for us to play.
Okay.
And we're going to see what the city itself looks like and everything else.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to open this chest and pick up a little map
Yeah.
and a little guidebook. Okay, so you can see the map we've got here. This will give us a little guided tour. We've got the guidebook that kind of like explains everything. So lots and lots of information in here. So we're going to go and try and find ourselves egg scramble. Okay? First we need some food. We're going to get this from the vending machines. So we get some delicious, nutritious ice cream.
Soda pop.
And some soda
Yeah.
pop as well. That's going to be
Don't
yum.
forget.
That
You-
should be enough.
You've covered all your major food groups there.
Yeah,
There are burgers
Yep.
as well,
there are
Oh.
burgers.
which is the third major food group.
The forbidden food group.
So here we are. This is the city. You can see this looks very nice. What's this button do here? Excuse me. So we press this button. Okay, so we can't go to summer yet because we need to get 3 trophies.
3 trophies.
Okay.
So,
Free trophies.
because summer's locked, we might as well just explore spring,
Yeah.
which is the season we start in on the map.
Yeah.
And as Tom's coming off the yacht here, we see right in front of us this huge billboard, which kind of shows, where you are in the city with that nice, lovely, big red cursor.
We're here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where we are.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And dotted around this map, there are 3 different icons,
Okay.
which show you where the mini-game locations are.
Okay. So this one here, and this one here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to go and try and get to egg scramble, which is this icon here. So we need to get some transport.
And what better way to transport yourself through the city than grabbing one of these stylish mopeds?
These fantastic looking mopeds. Look at this.
I think we
They're
should choose red because
Red,
Yeah.
red is cool.
yeah,
It's the colour of Mad Zoomies.
it's also the color of our logo.
That too,
It
yes.
is as well. It's gorgeous, right? So, right. Okay, so let's go. Let's check out
Zoom.
this fantastic moped for us. You can see. Look.
Vroom, vroom.
So the mopeds, it's a fully custom entity that you can ride around the city at a faster pace than walking, and there's also other custom entities that you can find, more cars as well, so try and have a look around and see if you can find them
Yeah,
all.
we'll have a little hunt for some vehicles and stuff. Okay, so very nicely, we've got these little banners here that show us where to go. So we are currently exploring, what district are we in now?
It's Midtown.
Midtown.
So Midtown's this mishmash of a little bit residential buildings and with like shops on the bottom. So you might find a little laundromat or maybe a photocopy shop or maybe even an ice cream shop in this little Midtown place.
Okay.
I had a hand in building this area and I'm
Yeah.
really happy with it.
It's really
That-
cute. So the buildings are
super
really
cute.
nice.
And the area we're about to transition into to go to the park.
Pigeon.
Before I tell you, a little pigeon. So this is one of the little custom mobs as well that we have throughout the map. As you can see, the pigeon's got its own little animation, and it has its own sounds as well, which we have made ourselves. And it's one of the cutest mobs that we've got.
Yeah.
There are some other larger mobs as well, which could be a little bit more terrifying.
Yes.
But leave
don't
leave
know.
the pigeon be, Tom, and
Oh,
head into Old Town. There'll be more
Okay.
pigeons there.
All right, fine. if there's a promise of more pigeons, I'm heading to Old Town.
So the signs, those banners on the lampposts are showing you where to go for the mini games. And coming around this corner here, there's this huge billboard just on that junction there
Yeah.
that shows you the mini game is right up ahead, and
Okay.
it's got the same corresponding logo at the bottom.
Oh yeah, look, that's it. Like there. Okay, cool.
And who had a hand in designing those? Julie.
It was, well, I didn't have a hand in that one in particular. That one was one of our really fantastic pixel artists, but I had a hand in the maps that you see around the city, the ones that tell you where you are. And they are very, very cool.
They are very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's people here already.
So-
Hello.
Oh, beans.
We've got some friends here,
Yeah.
and I think it's time we should show you one of the new mini games. So Tom has found Egg Scramble here
Yep.
in the park. Now what you need to do to start a mini game is get into this green square, so everyone needs to get in there, and then one of you presses the button, let Tom do the honors here.
Okay, I'm going to press the button now. Okay. All right.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Get
Right.
some eggs.
Right.
So
Let's go
as
get
the
some
mini
eggs.
game starts, you can see the experience bar at the bottom shows a timer. That's how long you've got, and you need to run around these park and try and find these floating eggs that Tom's just found here.
Okay.
And as you jump into one, you catch them, and that you get a point. And
Yeah.
there are multiple eggs hidden around the park. So see if you can find all the clever little nooks and crannies we've hidden them in.
Okay. So we've got 5. It's a cooperative game, so we've got like 5 eggs between all of us at the moment.
And the eggs don't spawn in the same place every time, so you've got to keep your wits about you when you're
Yep.
trying to find them.
It's really
Oh,
cool if you can find a good route through the park to get all the different eggs. So here's one. Yeah. Awesome.
had a wee shot of this one alone as well, and it is so stressful trying to like, run around this
Yeah.
park trying to get eggs.
You're going round one route and thinking, oh, I haven't even covered this other bit. So it is very easy to get more eggs if there's more people in your world.
We got
Beans.
Time's up.
10 out of 16 eggs.
That is pretty good. Pretty good for our first
Yeah.
try. But
Oh.
we did have 4 people.
We did have 4 people, yeah. And we've got a trophy as well,
Which
which this should now appear on our yacht. In
Yes,
the trophy,
it should
in the trophy
appear in
room.
the trophy cabinet.
Okay, so we've done one of the 3 mini games for this season. Okay, so right, maybe we should find some other transport and get to the next place.
I think we should. But do we know
Maybe.
where the next minigame is, Tom?
We should check the map. Okay, so let's go back to the map.
no one will ever know.
Oh, the map's over here. With the- right next to the minigame, obviously. That's the best place for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in the park.
Yeah. So we'll need to head north for the next minigame.
North.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going so we're on this side, so we need to go over there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, pretty
cool.
much.
So I think we shall head to the topmost
Yeah.
mini game, but we can find a better mode of transport.
Yeah,
to go
okay.
there. Maybe get some food as well, just
Yeah,
in case
let's
we
get
hungry
some
on the
extra
journey.
food. We need more ice cream.
And the elusive hamburger.
And the elusive
There
hamburger.
we go.
Hey, we got a hamburger. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Lots and
Oh,
lots.
2 hamburgers.
2 hamburgers.
Decadent.
Oh, look, there's a doggo.
Yeah, so this is another one of our custom mobs. Beautiful
So
dog.
cute.
He's a very cute
Oh,
dog.
look at him.
Good boy.
He's just
He's
come
a
off
good
the
boy.
subway. He's from
Yeah.
his 9 to 5.
He's
Yeah.
been working. Okay, so we can get in a taxi.
Day's been rough.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
yeah, that was
Oh,
That was
No.
awful.
Yeah, no.
Get off the stream.
Okay, so like we're in a taxi
Yep.
with this cool steering wheel. We might want to switch our view so outside so we can see a bit better.
It is quite difficult to see because the cars turn the way the player's facing, but you're able to see that the wheels itself on the car move, as does the steering wheel. I think you've gone the
I
wrong
think
way.
you've
Oh.
taken a wrong turn.
Oh,
You are.
I'm a terrible taxi
I
driver.
know.
And you're getting accosted by some bees as well.
Yeah.
No, not the bees.
Oh, bees.
Not the bees. Is this the right way?
Yes, you're
Yes.
going the right way.
Okay,
Head
okay.
forward.
Forward. We'll go right. We won't go to that mini up there. We'll
Oh,
go to
okay.
the other one.
All right,
next.
I see these banners here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Changed. Oh,
They're
can I have a police car?
Yes, you can have a police car.
Oh,
Yes.
awesome.
The world is your oyster.
So we won't go to that one just yet. We've got the other one to go to next. Instead,
Which one are we going to
the
first?
river rafting.
Oh, the river
Yeah.
rafting. Oh, that's one of my favorites.
I know,
Okay,
favorite.
so which way now? This way?
No, back on yourself.
Ah, I'm brand new.
No,
to-
Tom, not that way. Turn
Ah.
round.
I want to do the flowers though,
Yeah.
Joe.
You want to do the flowers?
Let me do the flowers.
You want to do the flowers?
Yeah.
Let me do the darn flowers.
Oh, I
I
missed
came
it.
here to
Yeah.
do flowers.
Okay,
I've
okay,
prepared
okay, we'll do the
for
flowers.
several
The flowers
years
first,
Yes.
okay.
to
all
do
right.
flowers.
I got mixed up. My bad.
That's okay.
It's okay, Joe.
Yeah.
We forgive you.
All right, so
I don't
I
forgive
just,
myself, though.
I get so worked up over flowers.
I must do the flowers.
I must.
I must. So it'll be good to
Come here
do
for
tonight.
flowers.
You can see all of the bright lights.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
So there's another one of these big billboards as well,
Oh, yeah.
showing what minigame it is.
Yeah.
And the logo. He's got all
Yep.
these flowers.
oh, and here's the logo
Yeah.
Yep.
that matches the banners. Okay,
Looks like it.
cool. Right, so like, where are we going? This way, I think.
Beep beep.
Beep, 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 beep.
Looks like it. That looks like your
Oh,
boy.
yeah,
Yeah.
we see the beacon here, beam here. That'll tell us where the minigames are.
Neat.
Okay, awesome.
And
So same as the other minigames, this can be multiplayer as well, and you just have to press the button in the green square to
Okay.
start the minigame.
This gives me stuff though, doesn't it? This one.
Yes, this
Oh,
does.
all right,
so some of the minigames do give you items, and it will clear the items off your hotbar, but we have placed handy ender chests near these minigames so you can store your items.
Okay, so let's store all this food in our guidebook and our map. Okay, awesome. Right, so Julie.
yeah, no, you're not
This is-
pressing the button. I'm pressing the button.
Yeah.
Trained 10 years for this. Righty. There's a police car in the way. Cool.
Don't worry.
Neato. I might have lied about training for this, by the way.
3, 2, 1, go.
So the object of this game is to deliver all
hold
the
on.
flowers around the
I'm a
suburbs.
flower delivering
And as you
champ.
can see, Julie's been given all these flowers on her hotbar, and she's
Is
got
it
a
this
certain
one?
amount of time to go around and deliver them all.
Okay.
And the clues
Yep.
to show you where to deliver them are these beacon
read one
lights that
over
are shooting up into the sky that shows you the colour of the flower you need to deliver to
Okay,
each
so
house.
you can see them from far away.
Yes.
All right, awesome. Okay, so we're
I
we've
feel
got
like I've already goosed this, to be honest.
No, you're doing good. You've got two,
I'm
got
not the
two.
Better
flower
than one.
delivering champ that I thought I was.
and you can also run between the houses as well. The houses are colour coded to give you another hint to see where the flowers will go and how they're getting
Gosh.
delivered.
yeah.
That is intelligent.
These are very
design.
pretty houses, by the way.
They are.
Built team did a cracking job with these houses.
They did.
They did.
Yeah.
I really like this wee bit. Oh, beans, that's not the right one.
No,
this
no.
one.
Oh.
Orange boy. I'm running out of time.
You're right. You're just under halfway.
Ooh, spooky.
If you can get 6, that's good. That's better than average.
It's better than me. I'm terrible at this
I've
game.
always described myself as better than average. Always aim for slightly better. Come on, you.
Come on, last one.
Oh,
Can you get
7.
one more?
Come
Oh,
on,
beans.
Julie.
Where is it?
Down to the right there.
Oh,
See the blue?
beans. Oh,
Get green first.
You first.
Come on.
Oh, beans.
Come on. Nick,
Mad
you've
skills,
got one
mad
more.
skills,
One more to
mad
go.
skills,
One more
mad
to go.
skills.
Oh, there we go. All the flowers.
Nice.
Speedrun strats. Neato.
So hopefully you guys can do that minigame without panicking as much.
And
Or
I-
maybe
Yeah.
more.
More,
Yeah.
and I've saved a ghost, so I'm pretty happy.
Yay! We've got another trophy.
So that's 2 down,
Yep.
and there's one more to get, because you've
Okay.
got to get 3 trophies each season.
Okay.
My work here is done, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
Okay.
been a
must
pleasure.
descend.
You must
Okay.
descend or
Yes,
ascend?
to the chat.
To the
the
chat.
chat.
To the chat
Yeah.
zone.
So Julie's going to head off.
Yeah, I'm going to give you
After
that.
her great flower victory there.
That was very impressive.
Thank you.
Very, very impressive.
Thank you. Right,
And after
Fade
Julie
away.
departs- Fade away.
Fade away.
Fade away. And we're going to find another car to get.
We should grab our
Yeah.
food first that we.
Oh,
saved.
yes, our food in the chest.
Yeah.
That's good thinking, Tom.
Yeah.
See, this is.
I'm not just a pretty face.
Okay. Let's have some nutritious, delicious ice cream.
That's my favourite snack.
And we'll get back in our police car. I
Yeah.
forgot the name of it there for a
It,
second.
it is a car for police.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so we're going to head to the final river rafting mini game, and we've got a brand new person to hopefully tell us more about,
hello,
about this
hello,
mini
hello.
game.
Hello,
Hello there.
Hi.
I'm ready to help you with this next method.
everyone. This is Scott, by the way.
I am Scott, yes, I should have mentioned that, sorry.
So Scott, what did you do on the Seasons in the City map?
I was more based on the building aspect of the main business district. So all the skyscrapers, things like that.
Skyscrapers are very cool.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of how they've turned out.
You can totally climb up all of them and
Yes,
explore them
yes.
all, can't you? They're
Every
like-
room is accessible.
Yeah.
So that is a feature that is
Yeah.
quite nice.
You have to be careful when you get to the top, though. You don't want to be falling off.
Don't want to fall off.
No.
No.
So was it just the building of the business district, or is there any other bits you had a hand in?
There was a few different bits, yes. I've been kind of dotted around the level, as I usually am. I'll go around, and if there's anything that needs done, there'll be a lot of that.
Oh, hold up.
Oh,
Is
oh.
that what? Is that a raccoon?
That is a
is a
raccoon. That raccoon is seeming to be able to push a car as well.
Wow,
It's
that is
very
one strong raccoon.
Very strong raccoon. Raccoon's known for this thing.
Yeah.
We also have a couple more custom vehicles here as well. We've got the ATV that's sitting in the bushes,
Oh, that
which is
looks
really
amazing.
nice, which we're going to take up to the river rafting.
Okay, cool.
Because it's an ATV, it's an all-terrain vehicle.
Yeah.
It can go upstairs.
Can you get that all
Stairs
the way
are
up?
terrain.
You can't get it all the way up now because
No.
there's a ledge in the way.
That would have been cool.
That would have been
very
cool.
But word on the street is, Scott, you are one of the best at this river rafting game.
I wouldn't say the best, but
Well,
I can make it to the end.
You've told me you're the best, so I think
Oh.
I think you should show us how it's done.
I don't know what
Yeah.
I've got myself
this
into.
minigame.
Yeah.
I need to find my way up now. These controls are different.
It's
Sensitivity
it's time to learn.
sensitivity is
on
just
the
too
job.
much for me. I'm used to playing on the computer. But I'll try my best.
So we're heading up to the third and final mini game of spring.
Oh,
We've
look,
got some
friends.
friends here already.
Our friends are back.
So
And a villager.
And a villager.
Villager.
Hey man, we want to play we want to use your whitewater rafting rapids.
He
boats.
seems fine. I think he's okay
Yeah,
with it.
he seems pretty happy.
So like all the other mini games, this is co-op as well. So you just get on the green square with all your mates, and then you hit the button to start.
Okay, everyone on the green
game.
square.
So come on, everyone on the green square. Come on. There we go.
They're coming.
Awesome.
We're all ready?
So-
Yep.
Right, you ready?
And push.
Let's go. Get in the boat.
Choose a
I
boat.
want the red one.
Red one.
Red
best
one's
one.
the best one.
It is.
Go, 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 go.
Go, go, go.
So this minigame is River Rapids, and you have to race your friends down to the bottom of the river.
told
Which
you I'm not
Scott
good.
is not
I'm
doing
not
too
good.
well
I'm
on.
not
Go on,
good.
Scott.
But we get to see in front of us the other players who are in these custom entity boats that are such great fun
was a
to,
tap.
Yeah.
to use.
This is one of my favorite mini games.
I love it.
Yeah.
So the aim of the game is to get the most points on your way down by going through these little checkpoint markers
Yeah.
and reaching the end of the game fastest as well.
Okay.
There are little vents that are underneath the water to try and knock your boat, of course, either
Okay.
push it up or sink it down using
Yeah.
the magma blocks.
Yeah.
And there's little jumps and other routes as well. As you
Yeah.
can see, the boats are
Yeah,
jumping
there's
over.
some-
As you see, the player in front of us has just jumped over that
Yeah.
rock there.
There's some special routes in here, so like you can take little shortcuts and stuff.
And be careful as well as you're going down these river rapids because there are fish in there.
Yeah, there's fish and sometimes other animals as well.
There was a cat in there once that
Yeah.
got lost from the residential
Yeah,
district.
I think he was after some fish.
Yeah,
Maybe. It's a good place to catch fish.
Oh,
Oh, that was
thank
close.
you.
Almost, yeah. Sadly, I did not win. No.
Oh, you got beat.
There we go.
That's a very high score, though.
Yeah.
Much better than me.
So 802, that's a good score.
It's not bad, but it's not the best.
It's not the
No.
best,
best,
but
no.
I think there are people out there who could do a lot better.
I
a
think
lot
there
better
are.
than us.
That was a poor attempt.
Oh,
Poor attempt.
Yeah.
are we waiting on someone else?
I think you just need to get out.
Oh, no.
Of the,
Oh,
no,
is
yeah,
one
there
more
we
person,
go.
yeah.
Oh,
4J seasons.
oh, that was terrible.
They're still not crossed. Still not
no,
crossed
I
the
think,
line.
I think that's it over.
Yeah, this is the game over.
There we go.
But we still unlocked a trophy,
We got a trophy, yes.
and that's our third one unlocked. So
Okay, so we need to get back to the yacht.
as you can see, it says new season unlocked. Return to your yacht to change season.
Okay, so it's summer next, right?
It is summer next, yes.
Okay, so we need to make
One
it
of
back.
you like to
Oh yeah, yes.
go all the way?
Yeah, I
I
will.
go back to your ATV.
I will head back to the ATV and we will return to the yacht, which is in the centre of the city,
Yeah.
in the main river. So
Uh,
let's grab this.
Back over the bridge. Oh,
So we've got a question from Mega versus Prime. How long was this map in development for?
it's about like,
It started in January, was it not?
yeah, I think so. But it was about 3 months from
About
start
3
to
months,
finish.
yeah.
And we had like almost all the company working on it.
It was a big team.
It was a big team, and like it was really enjoyable. You can really tell. I mean, like we have like the city. It exists over the 4 seasons, and we have like 12 mini games to play. We've got like lots and lots of different custom animals. There's like everything from bees and butterflies to
There's a bee.
As we can see,
There's a bee.
there's a bee right there. I'm just quickly dropping the ATV off
Yeah.
the dingy hotel
yep.
and grabbing another car. But
Yeah.
continue, Tom. Sorry, I
Yeah.
interrupted you.
Like 3 mini games per season. We have a music disc hunt as well, the classic 4J music disc hunt. So like if you pick up a pack, tell us about your progress in that. Tell us about your high scores in the mini games and stuff as well. We'd love to hear about everything
Yeah.
that you find in the city.
We'd love to be tweeting
Is
that
that-
with your high scores. And
What is that?
that looks like a bit of graffiti.
Who would graffiti?
I don't know. There must be someone in this city that's been tagging all the buildings and elsewhere. I wonder if any of you eagle-eyed players would be able to discover any more spots that someone has tagged.
Okay.
Graffiti
Hopefully
with.
someone can stop them.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Yeah.
It's not nice having our brand new city being tarnished by graffiti.
No, not at all.
But we're driving past one of the big skyscrapers. That's
Construction site, yes.
Yeah.
It's being constructed.
Yeah.
I wonder if that'll progress.
I
We need to
think.
find out
Yeah.
in the next
We
season.
might find out. We should come and check it out in summer and see what it's
Yeah,
like.
Let's go
definitely.
back down this way towards Midtown and the marina,
All right.
and we'll be able to head into the yacht and change season to summer.
Okay.
There's a little cat back there.
Was
Yeah.
there a cat?
Yeah,
Or
it was
is there
very
one?
cute.
There's one on the road.
there?
Yes.
Get off the road, Mr. Cat. It's not the place to be.
He's,
No,
like,
very dangerous.
Wistfully looking at the record shop.
Maybe he's into vinyl.
Maybe.
Who knows? So let's go back here. That cat's wanting to ride the moped as well.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
blame
just
him. Don't
park.
blame him.
Nice bit of parking there.
That's some very good parking, Joe.
Thank you. We're going to head.
Hello, kitty.
Cats
cat.
everywhere.
Hello.
And so we're going to hit this button, which will transition us into summer.
Summer. Oh, wow. Okay. So time is passing. The sun is rising. And here we are.
And now we are in summer. And as
Okay.
you can see, there's a lot of aesthetic changes already. The pink blossom trees over there are now a lovely shade of green.
Yep.
And I wonder what other changes will be in
Yeah.
store in summer.
Well, and like, this is where I have to depart, guys.
Oh, that's a shame.
Like, I'll let the next person come in. But
Yes.
like, it's good to see you. Like,
Yes.
And I'll see you guys in a bit.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye. We're going to have a wee wander around
Yes.
and
So,
try and find a new mini game.
yes, there'll be another 3 in here.
So as you can see, the map at the marina has changed. We've still got the You Are Here, but there are 3 new mini games in store. We've got one down by the beach over here. We've got one in the centre of town, and we've got one over by the southeast side of the map. What shall we go to first, do you think?
I don't know. Is there any preference, or are we good for anyone?
Well, I think it's quite
We've
warm.
got
in
a new
summer.
member here.
Oh, we've got a new member as well.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we doing?
I'm all right, yeah. I'm Ian. I was one of the code team on Seasons in the City, in case you're just joining us. We are 4J Studios,
Yeah.
playing our new Minecraft Marketplace pack, Seasons in the City, which is available now on Minecraft Marketplace for 990 coins.
So, Ian, we're just having a wee debate. What
Yeah.
mini game should we go to? Should we go to
Well-
the centre one, the one over here, or should we go to the one down by the beach?
By the beach is, that's Cupid Cruise, that's
Yeah.
my personal favourite.
Oh, yeah, I think Cupid Cruise is quite
Yeah.
quite good. Let's take this muscle car. Scott's quite a fan of muscle cars.
I do like a muscle car.
Nice fast one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as Ian was just saying, all of the vehicles have different speeds as well, so you can really tell what vehicle you're in. I prefer the faster cars as well.
I'm a big fan of the quad bike myself.
The quad bike is
Because
very,
you
very
can
fast,
see
yeah.
like around yourself, you can take it up those narrow streets.
Yeah. But unfortunately, Scott isn't
I've
able to
got to
stay
go.
around
Yep.
for this mini game here. We're going to be joined by someone else.
So, enjoy, guys.
Yes.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Scott. Thank you. So we're going to head into Cupid Cruise here, and as we're heading into Cupid Cruise, we've got another member of 4G joining us.
Good evening, everybody.
So this is Brian. Brian, what do you do with us?
I am the senior texture artist for the company, and I do more specifically the mob creation of the creatures you see today.
Mob creation. Well, I think we can see one of your creations, 2 of your creations over there. We'll
right.
get to them in a little bit, but
That's
first
no
we're
problem.
going to try this mini game here. As Ian just said, it's Cupid Cruise. So again, inside the green square, hit that button, and
There
then
we go.
this
Get in the
lovely
boat.
swan boat
Tell
appears.
you what to do.
And I've forgotten to clean my hotbar, but it's all been replaced with a bow and arrow and some arrows. And there's these new balloons that are all around this seafront area, and you've got to fire your arrows at them to pop them and try and get the highest score possible. So what was it like to code something like this,
Well,
Ian?
a lot of this stuff doesn't really work the way you might expect it does. There's a lot of tricks behind this. So what might not be clear if you're watching the stream at home is that we're not actually controlling the boat right now. It's moving by itself, which gives us full ability to look around and shoot all the balloons, all the targets that we see here. So you can't simply just tell it, right, go here, go here, go here, go here. So we had to sort of work around it. Now, you know how the wolf chases rabbits and other animals like that? Well, it uses the exact same thing, but what it's doing is it's chasing like a little invisible thing that we've placed there. So you can't see it, but the boat knows it's there, and it's going for it. And then we're a bit cheeky. We sort of teleport that away every time it gets close. So maybe it's a bit cruel, but you never actually catch it.
That's pretty clever. What about these balloons as well? How do they work?
So a lot of stuff in Seasons in the City is actually just comprised of custom entities. The balloons, they seem like it might just be one, but it's actually two different entities. When it's like that, moving up and down, it's one entity, and then when it dies, it instantly turns itself into another kind of entity.
Like we see there.
Exactly. So the particles, but it also stops it from playing the normal death animation, the going red falling over so that it doesn't look strange. And the second type of entity tells you, okay, let's put the score up by 1. Let's do some other things. So it's, like I said, it's stuff not doing exactly what you thought.
So we're being a bit cheeky and sort of like just kind of manipulating them a little bit to tweak.
I think a lot of Minecraft's like that.
Yeah.
That you're using things not exactly maybe the way that they'd been intended, but to do things that are pretty clever nonetheless.
So was it a big challenge to get this to work? How finicky was it?
Well, you can the boat itself. It likes to move in straight lines a lot better than it likes to do curves. So we really had to go back and forth between the level designers a lot, making sure we had straight lines in all the right places.
Okay. Because it would get caught on some of the rocks as well.
It could do if we weren't careful,
Yeah, it's very, very fascinating. And just as we're coming off the boat, we've got this little guy here, this seagull. Brian, you said you worked on the mobs for Seasons in the City. Can you tell us a little bit about some of these custom mobs as well?
So, for you guys, myself and a fantastic team that we have managed to create all these wonderful creatures for you, more specifically talking about the seagull. So, we wanted to give you guys just a fresh, new, total, new characters all the way through. So, you've got the seagull we went into, proper research on what they do, how big they are, how do they behave, and then we pretty much just built them all from scratch.
What about this little guy here?
Same thing applies for the crab as well. Went in, did some research, found out what I wanted him to look like, and built him entirely from scratch for you guys to enjoy.
So is there any mobs you had just a great time working on? Is there any in particular that
There's a few of them. I think you guys seen it earlier was the pigeon, because that was actually the very first one that we brought into the game. So there was a lot of special care trying to create it, trying to get this one to work. And it was just so satisfying for myself, my team, and pretty much everybody in here to see a brand new mob come into the game for the first time. It was a phenomenal experience.
And how do the mobs work? Are they the same as these custom entities that we've made for the mini-games?
More or less. So the vanilla mobs that you're familiar with in Minecraft, the sheep, the pig, the cow, things like that, they have a big list of what's called behaviors that tell them what to do. Like sheep have a behavior that lets them eat grass. Pigs have a behavior that let you put a saddle on them, things like that. So all these custom entities in here, they're just different sets of behaviors that we've put together specifically to make that entity act how we think it should act.
And Brian, for yourself, was there any sort of mob that you had a massive amount of fun working on?
There's quite a few, to be honest, Joe. But probably, I'm not really sure if I want to give any of these away. So
try and be a bit cryptic with it.
Very secretive.
That's one of my favourites there, the bumblebee that just flew past.
The bumblebee was more of a favourite from one of my team members. They really enjoyed working on it. This one as well, the butterfly, was one of my favourites to work on, just to get that sense of weight and just delicacy for it. But personally, my favourite was the pigeon. I just love how its little head just shakes around all over the place, just trying to eat off the ground, just like what you would see as a normal everyday pigeon do. And it was fantastic as well because we got to create all these custom animations, which not a lot of vanilla mobs tend to have, but we got to pretty much give them a whole new breath of life Give them all kinds of things, like pecking on the ground, flying, jumping, scratching, all kinds of things. It's brilliant.
So we've seen like birds and sort of insects, and we've seen a raccoon. Is there any like large mobs that are in seasons in the city?
quite a
Without
few
giving
of them.
anything away, too much away.
There's quite a few. I presume you've seen like the new dogs that have been in
Yeah,
the
we
game.
saw the
Yep,
dogs.
new dogs. We have there's all kinds, but I'm not really want to give it away too much, folks. You're just going to have to see for yourself, I'm afraid.
There's a lot in this pack to find.
Yes, a
Yeah.
lot.
But I think it's time for another mini game, and we're going to get someone else in to do this next mini game as well, because they're very, very good at it. So we're going to say goodbye to Brian for just now.
See you
So
later,
thanks
guys.
for chatting to us about the
No
mobs.
problem. Thank you very much.
And we can't wait to see what other mobs that are
Thank
in
you.
this pack as well. So we're going to go here right now.
I think
Take
there was
care,
actually
folks.
A hint to one of them on the signpost
Was
just
there,
there.
was there a hint to the next
a
one
little bit of a
here?
hint.
Hello,
Ooh.
hello.
And we've got the expert of the waterworks here.
Hello.
So
I'm the other Tom Fife, and I was. This is one of the mini games that I was involved in. I was involved in a lot of mini games, but this one was interesting because we kind of made it. It's the only. Is it the only underwater one?
yeah, it's the only underwater mini game we've got.
So the direction is to fix the pipes, and as you can see, there's 5 pipes in front of us, and none of them are active. So I'm going to take a wee peek first underwater, and it looks like these pipes go all the way down into the water, and we've got to follow them. And each pipe is color-coded. So if we follow this pipe, we might see what's wrong with it.
And as Tom is going down to fix these pipes, we're getting questions in the chat asking how much this pack is, and we're selling it on Marketplace for 990 coins. The coin prices may vary from country to country.
So I've managed to fix one pipe. I'm going to just double-check that.
So, and as you're fixing the pipes,
Yeah, that one
you'll see
works.
these streams of bubbles coming up from them, showing that you have fixed the pipe and gotten the water flow moving.
I'm going to follow this orange one here, because this one was, now that I fixed the green one, the lights went on, so I'm going to pop down here, and I think, yeah, there's definitely one under here.
But how are you fixing these?
So we've got like a
Pipes.
spanner here, which I can, a wrench, I can
Take
fix
a
these.
close look at that pipe.
Yeah.
Look at that, and it's damaged, so.
So this
Yeah.
is yet another custom entity
It is,
that
yeah.
we've got in here of a broken pipe, and when
Fix that.
Tom fixes it with the wrench, it changes to a new entity.
Perfect, and I'm just going to take this little shortcut to the surface here.
You can always use that trident to get a
Yeah.
good shortcut to the surface as
We
well.
also got the trident facing this direction. Yeah,
Trident
so
is used elsewhere in this minigame, but it's up to you guys to discover where that is.
I'm going to see if I can fix another pipe in time. Swimming a bit slowly here, but
So, Tom, what did you have a hand in this game? We know Scott was working on the actual buildings. Ian was working on, like the code and entity side of it. Brian was working on mobs. What were you working on?
it was kind of all over the place. It's mostly level design and a lot of mini-game design as well. So I was kind of taking the level, taking the sort of a pre-built area of city, and then adapting the mini-game design that we came up with into something that was playable. So, for example, this mini-game would have been sort of taking the waterworks area and then going around and using our tool set to basically define areas and objectives that the player would have to go and get. So there was a lot of testing involved, a lot of like gameplay design and making sure it worked within our open world city, which was a bit of a challenge, but I think we got there in the end. But yeah,
We did see that there was a custom mob in the sign. Is there any knocking around in this underwater area, or have we missed them all?
I've not seen one, but yeah, sometimes you get very unlucky and something will try and take a bite out of you.
Be careful when you're roaming these waters. Let's not go down that way. That's a really nice,
I don't
fun
think
route.
I'm going to make it anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
a really
gonna,
nice, fun route for people to discover.
I'm going to head back to the surface. I fixed 3 pipes. That should hopefully be enough to get the
Three is a respectable
Yeah.
number.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially the
Which will mean we'll have our second trophy from summer.
yes.
Meaning we can go to the final mini game. We're going to take a good old meander there. So look, and
Yes.
on top we've got our second trophy here.
Perfect.
But I think what would be a nice thing to do before we head to the final mini game of summer, there is a more sort of there's an emergency services sort of area where you've got your hospital and your
I know where that is.
your fire station, and we've got some really nice custom entities there.
It's kind of on the way, so I know where I'm going in the city. I've spent the best part of 3 months inside it, so
So what's your favourite part of the map, Tom?
My favourite part is actually the seasons part, and the fact that there is this city which evolves and changes over time. I think it's such a unique concept within Minecraft, and sort of pulling it all together for it was quite a technical challenge, but one that really worked. So going around and swapping out the trees for each season was like really satisfying to sort of see the colour changes. That's one of my favourite parts about the game.
What about yourself, Ian? What's been your favourite, your highlight of the pack so far, without giving anything
Honestly,
away?
I know it's such a simple thing, right? And we sort of glazed over it earlier, but I really, really love the bees. Just because it's such a small, simple thing that they buzz past you really quickly, but it adds so much to the world. Like, you would never expect to... Well, it's more that you would expect to see it in real life. And so having it there in the game just makes it feel so much more realistic.
Yeah. So before you can actually, if you hop out of the car just a quick second and have a wee look at the city, I think the city looks absolutely beautiful in the nighttime because, like, as you can see, I don't know if anyone noticed, but the lights come on as we turn to nighttime, it makes the city feel so much more alive. Is there any really interesting buildings we can show off, Tom, before we're heading to the emergency services?
Well, I think some of those buildings are over there. As you get to that part of the city, we've got the hospital, the fire station. There's a construction site there, which because it's something that has movement inside it, it does eventually change over time because there's a lot of things going on. It looks like we're passing the hospital here.
Yeah. So if you take a right here,
one of my favourite buildings as well is actually just on the site here, and it's one of the landmarks of Sunrise City, just a little lighthouse near the edge.
So the landmarks around the city could be points of note throughout the world. We did say earlier at the start of the stream that, as with every other 4G map, there is a mini disc hunt, the music disc hunt, that you can find all the music discs throughout the world, and maybe some of these landmarks could be locations for some of these discs, and it's up to you guys to figure out where they are and tweet at us if you find all of them. But I think what we could do is, once we've had a wee look at the fire station, we could take the subway to the final station, because I think the subway is one of the coolest. Well,
there's a station there, so let's park this up here. The fire station is just around the corner. I've taken the ambulance. Hopefully they don't need it.
There's a nice wee sports car back there. We won't show that off just yet.
So these fire engines are awesome, and we've even got, I think, some working doors as well.
Do we have working doors as well?
Yeah. Hopefully it still works. Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
So there's a lot of command block trickery all throughout the world, just to make things really stand out and feel alive.
So can we quickly hop into third person mode?
What's the key for that?
It's up on the D-pad.
Up on the D-pad.
And can we hop into this? Because as you can see, when you go into the fire truck, you can see that the lights and the sirens going, which looks absolutely amazing as you're cruising around the town to try and put out fires.
There's definitely some role playing in here.
The map has got
fires and
loads of scope for role play, just like running around the city with your friends, playing cops and robbers. Hide and seek. The park is a really good location for hide and seek as well.
Nice car there as well to
really
speed
nice
on the highway. Okay, so should we head to the subway station and then head on up?
So we just head down there. This is one of the newer subway stations in the city. Each subway station has a different look to it, just to kind of be more distinct where you are. These are everywhere. And each have got like notifications where it would go down to the platform, and these subway maps as well, showing which subway station you are at in the world.
Yeah.
And if you head down to the platform, we can show off another really cool aspect of the map.
So we're going this direction, but there's something over here.
So if we open up one of these chests, Tom, we'll find inside some train
excellent.
cards.
Should I call a train?
Oh, I think you should, yeah.
Looks like we're on this side. We're on the wrong platform.
So don't do that in real life.
Don't do that.
This side? No, it's definitely this side.
Yeah.
Right, let's do it.
So we use this and we spawn a lovely train car.
Oh, we're going the wrong way.
What are you doing?
Let's go this way.
Yeah, go that way. And if you hop
Perfect.
back into third-person mode, you can see all the lovely detail that's inside this train car. There's the 4J, that's the number of the train car. It's the number of every train car.
Everything's the 4J line.
And inside you can see all these seats and the little advertisements above the windows as well. And as we go into the darker parts of the tunnels, the lights on the train car will illuminate and it shines the way forward as well. You also see some little doors and passageways down inside the tunnels as well, and those lead to the sewers below the city.
Well, let's let them find that for themselves.
Find that.
There's a wee entrance back there, so... oh, there's another one. So
course there
it's
are.
one stop to our destination. I think we didn't miss it. We'll have to be...
No, I think we're just coming up to the station here.
Right, these train drivers are a bit mental, so tuck and roll.
Yeah. If you dismount,
There
we
we
go.
go.
And the
Perfect.
train will continue on its journey.
So from the looks of that map, we're definitely in the right location. That map's showing us at the right
Yeah.
place. Let's head on up. And if we see any vending machines, I could do with a wee bit of food as well.
Yeah, we're getting hungry, and we certainly need to have a
perfect.
well-stocked inventory of food. When you're running about a city, it's very tiring and hungry work.
I love these burger vendings.
Delicious. I might need some more actually.
Oh, definitely need some more.
There we go. A couple of burgers for the go.
Of course, all these little dispensers and stuff that you see around the world, they're also custom entities as well that we've made.
Yeah, a lot of them don't do anything. They just sit there to look nice. They give you a bit more ability to, rather than having everything be block shaped, we can make things look nice even if they don't necessarily have any functionality.
Hey, look, I found my friends.
There we go, and we've got a final mini game here in summer. The big billboard there was showing that it looks to be some sort of city race. How good are you on the course?
I'll be fine.
Yeah, you think it'll be fine?
I'm concerned why myself is over there. And also, look, there was a passenger in that.
So, as with all mini games, you step in the middle of the green square. You press the button when everyone's ready to go. Is 4G Seasons joining us, or are they just going to be sitting out on this one?
Is 4J Seasons joining us? Oh, they are.
I think they are. There we go.
Come on in. Yeah, let's go. Right, ready, guys?
So let's hit this button.
Oh, get ready.
Now, these are the fastest cars in the city.
Yes.
So it's a good time having a race with these. If you know where to look, you can find them elsewhere.
And this course, already we're seeing that there's a little bit of changes in the map. Because in the previous season there wasn't this construction site through this station, because I managed to drive up this road back towards the yacht in spring, but now there is a construction site there. So the city will evolve throughout the different seasons as well, and this race course takes advantage of that, because we might be able to dart through a building site later on as well.
Very nice. Yeah, that subway station is definitely a new one, so we managed to open up and drive through it. It's pretty cool.
So much like the river rafting minigame, you're going through checkpoints, but instead of gaining points, you are extending the time limit you have on the race. Is that a similar sort of concept coding-wise for this one, or is it?
It's got a lot in common, but it's not exactly the same. For one thing, you can finish this one you can't finish this one without hitting every checkpoint. But in river rafting, you can skip a couple, and you might even still win if your shortcut is faster. Gives you a better score bonus than the 50 points you would have had from going through the checkpoint.
I'm seeing that you're getting completely blocked on the road here,
Yeah,
but
no,
you might be able to take a shortcut to nip ahead.
Skip the shortcut.
Skip the shortcut. And I think
There's another thing I've noticed here is when you're driving these cars, there's a lot of little tricks you can do to make yourself go slightly faster.
Yeah.
Like if you sort of drift around corners slightly, don't drive up onto the curb, things like that. That'll increase your speed just that little bit.
I didn't take the shortcut there because I saw the other driver go through, so I thought I could maybe overtake them, but
we've still unlocked the trophy. Even if you don't win the mini game, it's just a whole collaborative effort.
As long as someone does.
As long as someone
That's
wins.
it. Yeah, we wanted to make the mini games that it's not too much of a challenge because you need to be able to finish each one to get to the next season. So we have, you can get the trophy for each as long as you put in an absolute bare minimum amount of effort.
And yeah, again, I can't remember if we covered this earlier, but at each of these mini game points, there are these map dispensers that you can press this button here, and you will get this map that shows you the mini game locations on a smaller handheld map that you can
It helps you
take around the city.
helps you know where you're kind of looking to go next. When you complete our mini games, luckily you get told that you're able to go to the next season. But yeah, no. So that would be is it fall, autumn next? So
So it'll be fall next.
a
But
whole new set of mini games.
I think what would be nice to point out is this skyscraper that we passed right at the start that was getting built. It seems that there's progress that's been made on it. As we can see, there's bright red girders at the top there, and there's a crane even lifting some components up to the top. I wonder how much this building is going to progress throughout the different seasons. I wonder if there's going to be anything in store for exploring this building. And as Scott said earlier, that all these buildings that you see are fully explorable, and you can find all these little secrets in them. And Ink and Wash says in the chat, how did you guys come up with the ideas for these mini games?
How did we come up with ideas? I think we all sat down as a team and we kind of worked out what we knew we were doing a city pack. So which mini games or which activities within a city would be most fun. So I think we initially thought of games. I think the racing games were the first ones that came up. Like being able to drive around the city streets would be a really good way of showing off the city within the mini game. And then we kind of went from there. So a couple of other games like the Waterworks Cleanup was proposed as an idea for some sort of coastal game. And then for things like the Egg Scramble and the Flower Frenzy were kind of decided, we could use, like play around with some of the suburbs and, darting between the gardens and climbing over the trees in the city park would be a good way of interacting with those. So yeah, it was kind of the city that dictated the mini games, and then we kind of evolved the city then around the mini games. It was quite a natural process.
Yeah, and I think a lot of time was spent in meeting rooms, just spitballing ideas, just coming up with as many ideas as possible.
Oh, yeah.
And then, as Tom says, just finding what fit the mold of a city. There are some ideas that obviously didn't get used, but we're keeping them quite under wraps because we might be using them later on as well. But I think we chose the best mini games for the city in question. And this is the hotel I'm looking for. So this is one of the many skyscrapers in the map. And myself and Tom worked on a very fun little feature in these things. So, skyscrapers, you're thinking, I've got to run up all of these stairs. But Tom, how did we come up with a wee solution for that?
Elevators, of course.
Yeah, elevators, of course.
Yeah.
So we spent, several days, a week?
Yeah.
Installing elevators in all of these, and all of these elevators work. So
Yeah.
we press the button, door closes, and then look at that, you're higher up.
Just like magic.
Let's watch it go.
Yeah, we did, like I said earlier, we used a lot of command blocks and kind of adding sort of extra functionality to the city. You don't necessarily need to take the elevators, but they're there and they're great fun to use. It just helps the city feel a lot more alive, a bit more realistic. It's just another way to get around the city because it is that big. So together, with the vehicles, the subway system, elevators, and any other modes of transportation, it just helps you navigate the world and and explore it.
Cameron the Wolf asks, which is your favourite minigame?
Well, I like Cupid Cruise, personally. I think I mentioned that earlier. I just think it's fun. It takes me back to some other games that I played as a kid.
I think my favourite one has got to be the river rafting one, because it's just so fast and high octane, and sometimes you think you've got a really good route, but then the bubbles launch you off into the woods, so you're kind of stuck there. What about you, Tom?
I think I would have also said the river rafting, but just to be different, I will say the speed streets, or particularly the winter version of a similar race, which you'll get to explore in winter. But another race is good fun in the snow, and that's kind of the great thing about the seasons, is it allowed us to change the environment and therefore adapt mini games for that season. So we've got like a variety of different styles of mini games within.
And Snowy asks, how many people make the map and all the details in it?
Oh,
There was a lot. I think everyone.
I think everyone from the build teams. We've got yourself, Me and Scott. We
There's
had
about 10 people on the build team.
James and Lewis and Rebecca and Alyssa and Scott and Ryan and I'm gonna miss someone, aren't I?
And Sad Boy asks at 4G
Oh,
Studios,
Emma too.
will there be new skins? Is there going to be new skins in this pack?
There are, yeah. There's
Yeah.
There's 12 skins. We're wearing one of them right now.
And there are many different ones. In fact, all the skins that you can use are the ones that are featured on the mini game billboards
That's right, yeah.
around the town.
Do you want to
Take
take
a
a look
look
at
at
them
one
one
of
last
those?
time?
So-
Yeah, 'cause they're just so good.
So the mini game billboards are up here, as you can see. There's that one right at the top there. I'm pretty sure it has the skin we've got on. And then we've got the Waterworks dude here and another skin that's on the Cupid Cruise map as well. Wonder if, oh look, there's some folks up on the yacht here.
Oh, nice.
Wonder what they're doing up here.
I think they're getting ready for the next season.
Yeah, I
but
think
I
they
don't
are
think
ready
we're
for
going to
next
go there
season.
just
No,
today.
I think we're gonna keep that to ourselves just now. But
Let's at least check out the
well,
trophy
let's just
room,
check out
yeah.
the trophies.
Oh,
So
yes.
as you can see, these trophies that we've managed to collect throughout the mini games are now displayed in our trophy cabinet here. We've got all of these
You guys done
6
good?
lovely trophies, and we've also got these, these music discs here.
Unfortunately, we didn't find
Yeah, we
any,
didn't
but
find
we'll leave that
any.
for you
No.
guys.
We've got some nice little hints about where they could be. So if you can find them all, please let us know. So is there anything else we can show around this map? Do you think that would be nice and interesting, or shall we leave everyone else
I
to?
think let's leave it for them to explore,
Yeah.
eh? Because there's a lot to find. There's a lot to look at. Even if we were to sit here for, I don't know, another 5 or 6 hours, we wouldn't be able to show you everything. And that's just summer.
Yeah, there's so much to do in this map, and I think we shall have a little chill out in this jacuzzi with all of our friends in here. There we go. Well, probably not, because somebody's eating ice cream in the tub.
Oh.
You don't want that.
Terrible.
So this map is going to be on the marketplace.
It's available now.
It's available
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
for 990 coins, and you can pick it up just now and start
Yeah.
playing it and start
Yeah.
And
playing
you
all
should,
these
'cause
mini
it's
games
great.
and try and beat our scores. I'm sure you'll get far better scores than we do.
You should definitely also tweet us with any of your discoveries, anything you found in the city, any secrets you've discovered. We'd love to see who is the first to get all 12 music discs as well.
Yeah, it's a race.
Let us know what your favourite MWAB is as well, out of our new custom ones, and your favourite minigame too.
Ink and Wash asks, are all the buildings unique? Yes, all the buildings are unique. There are, so a lot of the time we do build like a shell of a building and replicate it a couple of times, but each individual building has had its interior uniquely created. And so it could be the same sort of frame for the store, but the store interiors are different each time, which was loads of fun to create. And so yeah, everything is unique in this map as well. And it's night time. I think it's time to hit the hay.
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
So-
Definitely time for bed.
So that is all we've got time for on the stream. We are going to be back next week on Wednesday, same time, for showing off some more features of this map. So please keep your eyes on Twitter for notifications when those stream announcements are going up. As we have said, please tweet your thoughts and all your little discoveries about this map to us. We'd love to hear from you and all the little discoveries you have made. So from us, it's goodbye, and we hope you enjoy.
Thanks for
Seasons in the
watching.
City. Thank you for watching.